You do not understand what your favorite Limbus Company center says about you. If your comfort pick is 𝐸_𝐸, you are an absolute menace to society and your friends should not trust you with sharp objects. Today we're going through every center in Limbus Company and I'm telling you exactly what it says about you as a human being, whether you like it or not. First up is 𝐸_𝐸. If this is your favorite center, well then let me guess, you're kind of monochromatic when it comes to your color clothing. You kind of wear all black. Once in a while you got the eyeliner on, or you know, guy liner. No judging here. Plenty of people do it. There's only really a few reasons you'd like this character the most. One, you know, you cried during the end of his canto. You thought it was just the most emotional thing ever. Which leads into multiple more of your personality traits. You like those angst music songs, those dark anthems that make you feel something, man. No, he's not a stoner, but you know. Or, from day one, you've sworn up and down this man has had some kind of potential that no one else in the entire game has had. But regardless of why you like him, you're probably a little bit depressed. Do you need some help? Like, do you need someone to talk to? We're here for you, man. Just say it in the comments section and I'll talk to you. Moving on from our first center, we move on to everyone's favorite neuro network in Faust. She's a nice character. She's kind. Oh wait, no, that's not Faust at all. You know what? Faust is your favorite character. You've got some kind of superiority complex. You've either got knowledge that no one else has, and you're the kind of person that pulls the classic anime push-up glasses with your pinky and be like, actually, you might have been a Discord moderator once in your life, and you're definitely a slave to everything that's meta in every video game that you have ever played. But I mean, that's okay. If we don't have the people who are obsessed with the strong, then those people who like to do the cool shit, you know, not be lame and go around with a club beating down a laney on day one, you know, we wouldn't have anything to compare them to. So you keep being our measuring stick and we'll go ahead and move on to Don Quixote. There are two massive reasons to be a Don Quixote fan. One of which I scour the internet asking everyone, and the other one you won't see on the internet because the people who would like this character won't be posting all over the place there. Both of these people hyperfixate on something and are very knowledgeable about it, to the point that some of their friends or even they themselves might call themselves a tad bit autistic. They won't stop talking about their fixation in general. They're extremely hyperactive, well, at least one of the two are, and they probably got called annoying way too much by somebody in their life. Then we've got the other side of the coin. This is the person who admires Don Quixote for their outgoing nature. Yes, you've got that hyperactive person. That's the internet personality behind Don Quixote. You know, the one that's out there screaming and yelling and making sure everybody knows that they're ADHD. But the other one is that quiet one that sits there. They super fixate. They read their books. They love what they love and they know what they know. But no one is going to know about it because they like to keep to themselves. But Don's eccentric nature calls to them the most because they're the introvert that likes to wish they could be like Don, or just likes that kind of personality even if they're not going to be that type of personality. With either one of them though, if they got serious for just once in their life, it'd be very worrying for the rest of us. Now we're moving on from Don Quixote to everyone's favorite mom. Not mommy, not Dommy mommy, but mom. The problem with Ryoshu is there's several reasons and different types of people who like her. So that makes it a bit difficult for me to actually break this one down, but not impossible. So let's go ahead and start with the most recent Ryoshu fans. And that would be, well, your recent fans because Canto 9 just came out and that's Ryoshu's Canto. It's a recency bias thing. You like her because of whatever was shown in there. I'm not there yet, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy her for that reason. You've got the reason that people like me and Claymantics like her. We're a bit of weebs who like ourselves a nice Japanese girl from time to time. Claymantics is a bit sad that she's not in her 40s, but she still brings that chain-smoking energy. Speaking of chain-smoking, you might be one of the people who chain-smoke. Who knows? You know, there's only other one person on the list you might be able to relate to, being Gregor, but for now, Ryoshu is your give me my cigarette or I will kill you attitude person. If you were to be killed, you'd want it to be quick and painless, and Ryoshu could help you with that. Also, for some reason, you're the type of person that makes up acronyms or abbreviates fucking everything. But that's just a few things with Ryoshu. We move on from the one that I kind of enjoy to the one that for some reason so many of you simp for, in Meursault. Men, women, everything in between. For some reason, Meursault seems to be your fixation. You seem to be the kind of person who prefers to follow rather than lead. And for some strange reason, even though 50 Shades of Grey is not your favorite book, you wish this man would tie you up like Dorian Gray. Since I've been part of this community, I've noticed an abundance of thirst for our Frenchman here. And it's kind of scary sometimes, guys. Could you stop? Please? For those of you who are not thirsting over the man, you're the kind of person who prefers to get clear instructions while doing things. You don't like to be, yanked around. You don't like busy work for busy work's sake. You like to be told what to do, exactly how to do it, so you can get it done faster than anyone else and just fucking go home. And for some strange reason, this man is known as your guys' beloved. But hey, if you'd like to be known as my beloved, go ahead and leave a like on the channel and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to break 10,000 as soon as we can. Well, with that being said, we move on from the French to the Chinese man in Hung Lu. And what can I say about him? Or better yet, what can I say about those of you who find him to be your favorite character? There's really two sides with this person. Whereas Ryoshu causes the males of this community to be a little bit more aimed towards the Asian persuasion, Hung Lu here is your I'm an extremely horny person with an Asian persuasion, and for some reason he fits both sides of the coin, considering he's got so much fan art of him being sex swapped. Or, and this is the part of him that I like from you guys, because it's not just depravity. You are a super relaxed and chill dude because, Hung Lu, even though he's smart and analytical and he knows what he's talking about when he talks, even if it is in riddles sometimes, really bad riddles, mind you, but still riddles, you're just chill. You're relaxed. You're the kind of guy I'd like to hang out with, but you're not the only guy in this list that I would like to hang out with. Well, if you like chill, the next guy on the list is not for you because that's Heathcliff. And if he's your favorite sinner, I don't want to go in your room because there's probably posters of him, bed sheets of him, body pillows of him, and plushies of him everywhere. For some reason, you guys take obsession to a whole new level. It might not be Heathcliff you're obsessed with. It might be any manner of dudes from any manner of movies or magazines. But those who tend to like Heathcliff. If that's not you, however, if you don't have a terrible obsession with some dude or chick that you've got too many toys of in your room, then you're also the kind of person that makes terrible takes online for some reason. You're the person who, when somebody says the sky's blue, you're like, nah, actually, it's a reflection of the ocean. Some of us get that, some of us don't, whatever. You guys are the ones who like to freaking complain about everything. You guys are the ones who will say the dumbest shit online, but in an endearing way sometimes. You need therapy more than a Dawn fan does, and for some reason you're a massive fan of angst. While Heathcliff fans may call on to question their anger from time to time, Ishmael fans, you need to be in anger management classes. Alright guys, for some reason you have an obsession, sort of like a previous person on the list, but your obsession is usually with that one thing that you hate. Could be a coworker, could be somebody on the news, could be a president, who knows? But if Ishmael's your favorite person, you have a hateful obsession with things. You love having a strong somebody else in your life, albeit they could be a woman, they could be a man, and you're obsessed with fishing. You know, maybe, could be. Most people who fish don't play video games, but if a fisherman were to play this game, they might be obsessed with Ishmael. For some reason, some of you might have a vendetta against an older woman in your life. Can't tell you why. It's not like it's on the top of my head here, Ahab. But you guys would prefer to just probably set out for your relaxing time, just somewhere near water or on the water, just chilling and fearing what might be in the depths of said water. Because, you never know when surprise whale will get you. Guys, I can't believe we've made it through 8 of these entries already, and we are on number 9 with everyone's favorite Communist Manifesto embodiment in Rodion. And like her, you probably have a copy of said book somewhere in your house. It's probably the most leaf-through one you have. And I know for a fact that if you're a Rodion fan, albeit whether you've stolen a candy bar or jaywalked, you've committed at least one crime. You love to eat good food because you don't know where or when your next great meal will come from. And you might have a severe gambling addiction. I mean, you are playing a gacha game, and you're probably the one in the chat all the time telling me that I need to gamble more. Even if we know Walpurgis is coming up, you're the one telling me to gamble. Another aspect of a Rodion fan is that for some reason you guys have horrifyingly high amounts of self-doubt. You question yourself constantly, you don't know if you made the right decisions. It's okay to on occasion question yourself, but don't let it paralyze you. You are allowed to choose between the soup and the salad. But if all of that doesn't seem to be the reason you like Raja the most, for some reason, when it comes to this game, it all goes back to sex. And you love her because you like to be dominated by a dummy mommy. And I know you know who you are. You don't have to leave it in the comment section. We all know. Raja is your dummy mommy dream. Guys, when it comes to all these lists that I've ever done, I always have a problem wondering if I'm going to put Dante on the list. I mean, sure, he's a sinner, and sure, we should talk about him. But I don't know anyone personally who thinks Dante is their favorite character. Most people just write him off, blame him for shit, say he's not that important, or like me, they make him into their stand-in character. But let's see if I can narrow it down a bit into what makes people like Dante the most. You're probably a strategist kind of person. You got a chessboard somewhere in your house, even if you haven't played it in the last 6 months. Even though for some reason in this game, other than the few fights that even you have to read, your favorite thing to do is press the win rate button. It's not very strategic of you, buddy. Maybe just, figure out a cool way to play the game. Break the game. Do something like Spiffing Brit does and, show us how badass you are. But you're definitely a massive dork, even though you have no idea what you're doing. And if a fight were to break out, you've got at least 2 friends you can hide behind. On from the tick-tock of the big clock, we go down to the little boy Sinclair. And again, I'd say there's probably 2 types of people that would put Sinclair as their favorite. The first type are the innocent type. You guys are shy, you like that you're represented in the game, you're soft-spoken, you don't try to make yourself stick out much, but there's a lot of potential in you. We all see it. You're either a struggling artist or struggling to find yourself in some way or the other. And the other half of you like twinks. Again, I don't make the rules, it's just what I see when I watch or listen to anyone talk about these characters. We go from the meek to the all-powerful survival type. Nah, I'm just joking. We got Outis here. You're probably the person who's got at least good survival skills. For some reason, there's a bunker in your backyard. Your dad, your mom, maybe even you are a bit too, I need to train just in case the nukes drop tomorrow. But if that's not you, then hey, guess what? You're my mom because you like to manipulate people into doing whatever the hell you want them to do. You're the kind of person that if someone doesn't agree with you, or if they say something that's not what you said, well, then it's a lie. It's not the fact that it could be an argument. No, they are straight up lying and trying to trick it. But then there's the people who are absolutely into her because she's kind of masochistic and you kind of like that in your partners. And if it's from a gameplay mechanic perspective, guys, you like her just because you like to bitch about people who are suffering from a lack of new good IDs. But, you know, with everything else coming out recently, she might get one. Calm down. Calm down. Alright, guys, we go from Outis, the backstabbing and conniving, to my favorite drinking buddy in Gregor. Come on, guys. There's plenty of people who could see Gregor as themselves. If Gregor's your favorite person, you like to chill at a bar, hang out with a couple buddies, maybe have a cigarette. You're a flirty kind of old man, but you know, you're a good dude in the end. If this guy is your favorite guy for other reasons, it's probably because you like old men with a lot of trauma that you could definitely help with that. Definitely in no way is this your thirst trap. No, you would never admit to being into older guys. But I've been dragging this part on a little bit too long. Also, people that might relate to him the most are definitely military veterans or people who've seen some shit. So Gregor, you know, fits a lot more people than you would think off of just his calm and smoking demeanor. Alright guys, that's what I believe every sinner says about you. Let me know if I got it right, if I got it wrong, if I was surprisingly too damn close to the truth, or if I was off a cliff, over the edge, down into the fucking ravine. But with all that being said, guys, don't forget we do have things like the Discord you can join in and chat with us. You can give me good video ideas. A couple of the ideas have come from the Discord. I'm willing to work with the community. I also have both Twitch and TikTok, so you guys can go over and check those out and help me grow there. The channel and its influence is growing. And with all that being said, guys, remember, be good to each other. See you in the next video. Peace.